What if one of the most advanced civilizations of the ancient world simply vanished, leaving behind towering temples, intricate calendars, and entire cities swallowed by the jungle? For centuries, the Maya civilization stood as a beacon of astronomical knowledge, architectural brilliance, and cultural complexity. Yet, by the time Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, many of their great cities had already been abandoned. Why did the Mayans walk away from their massive stone cities? Was it war, famine, environmental collapse, or something else entirely? Today, on Old Topic, we dive deep into one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the ancient world, the Enigma of the Mayans. Why did they abandon their cities? The Maya civilization flourished in parts of what are now Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. From around 2000 BCE to the 16th century CE, they built incredible urban centers like Tikal, Palenque, Copán, and Chichén Itzá, some boasting populations in the tens of thousands. Their classic period, which spanned from around 250 CE to 900 CE, marked the height of their cultural achievements. This was when the Maya constructed their most iconic pyramids, developed an advanced writing system, and created a remarkably accurate calendar based on celestial cycles. But then, something happened. By the 9th century, many of the southern lowland cities, places like Tikal and Copán, were mysteriously abandoned. Their once bustling temples and plazas fell silent, the elaborate inscriptions on stone monuments ceased. It wasn't a sudden collapse, but a gradual fading, city by city, monument by monument. Historians call this phenomenon the classic Maya collapse. So what went wrong? One popular theory points to environmental degradation. The Mayans depended heavily on agriculture, especially maize, and they practiced slash-and-burn techniques to clear forest for farmland. Over time, this may have led to severe deforestation, soil depletion, and erosion. With the land no longer able to support large populations, famine may have followed, forcing communities to leave their urban centers in search of more fertile ground. But that's only one part of the story. Recent studies of ancient lake sediments near Mayan cities have revealed a pattern of prolonged droughts, sometimes lasting for decades. The Maya were heavily reliant on rainwater, storing it in massive underground reservoirs called choltuns. Without consistent rainfall, their water supplies would have dried up, and crops would have failed. Imagine a bustling city with thousands of people, and no water. But, environmental factors alone don't fully explain the sudden drop in monument construction or the breakdown of political systems. This leads to another possibility: internal conflict and warfare. Archaeological evidence suggests that as the population grew, so did competition between city-states. Fortified walls, records of violent conflict, and depictions of warfare in carvings all point to an increasingly unstable political landscape. When drought and famine struck, these rivalries may have escalated into full-blown wars, collapsing alliances, disrupting trade, and weakening central authorities. Some cities may have even revolted against their own elites. There's another chilling possibility, hinted at in both archaeology and Maya texts: religious crisis. Maya kings were seen as divine intermediaries, responsible for ensuring harmony between the human and supernatural worlds. Their power rested on their ability to perform rituals that guaranteed rainfall and agricultural success. But what happens when the rains stop? What happens when crops fail year after year, and the people begin to lose faith in their god-kings? Some scholars believe that as the environment turned against them, the failure of the ruling class to control the forces of nature sparked widespread disillusionment. The gods had turned away, or the kings had lost their favor. Rebellion, abandonment, and decline followed. Still, not all Maya cities disappeared. While the southern lowlands saw dramatic collapse, northern cities like Chichén Itzá and Uxmal continued to thrive into the post-classic period. These regions adapted, changing their religious practices, trade networks, and urban planning. So perhaps it wasn't a single cataclysmic event, but a perfect storm of factors: environmental collapse, prolonged drought, overpopulation, warfare, religious upheaval. Each blow weakened the foundations of Maya civilization until the cities, once proud and powerful, became hollow and unsustainable. And yet, the Maya never truly vanished. Millions of people in Mesoamerica today are descendants of the ancient Maya. They speak Mayan languages, practice traditional crafts, and maintain a vibrant cultural identity. The collapse of the cities was not the end, it was a transformation. Even so, the abandoned ruins hidden in thick jungles continue to whisper questions to the modern world. Why did such brilliance fall into silence? Why did a civilization with deep astronomical knowledge and intricate urban systems fail to prevent its own decline? And, perhaps most haunting of all, could it happen again? As we face global challenges like climate change, deforestation, and political instability, the story of the Maya offers not just a mystery, but a warning. Civilizations are fragile, even the mightiest can fall. This has been Old Topic, and you've been watching the Enigma of the Maya, one of history's most profound disappearances. Until next time, keep asking questions, because the past is never truly gone, it's just waiting to be rediscovered.